Hi, jewells68 here for Talk to Me Tuesday on Tuesday, February 11th. Let's get started, all right? I have been working on the Get Well quilt. I know I mentioned last week that it just needed to be basted and quilted. Ha! That was so not true. I totally forgot that I needed to piece the backing, that it was a little bit too narrow. So I did get that done with some lovely advice from OpenGen, texting back and forth. So here is that. Here's part of it, you can see. I basically did that strip from top to bottom, this one, from top to bottom. And I'm not going to unfold it because it is basted and ready to quilt, but I do need to continue doing some stuff that I'm setting up over here. I'm getting ready to quilt it. I have a 3-day weekend. I'm off on Monday in honor of President's Day, so I will be quilting it this weekend. If any of the ladies from my Project Linus chapter are out there, I just want to say thank you again. I took the quilt with me to my Project Linus meeting for February this past Saturday in the hopes that I could ask really nicely and maybe one or two people would help me with the basting and all that, and they did. So Sandy in particular, and then Amy, who's actually our chapter coordinator, she kind of advised us here and there, and then Sandy actually physically basted at least probably half of that quilt while she was giving me some advice on some other things with the quilt. So thank you guys so much. That is awesome. I owe you big time. And that is ready to quilt. How exciting. So speaking of Project Linus, I also got 2 blankets turned in this past weekend, one of which was the Glorious Scrap Eater, my infamous Glorious Scrap Eater, and I will insert a picture of that here. And the other was the Granny Square blanket that I was working on, that I started at January's meeting, using some of those million Granny Squares that were donated, and I'll insert a picture of that finished blanket here. And speaking of Granny Squares, I'm going to do something I never do, which is walk over to the camera and turn it, but I'm going to show you what's left of the Granny Squares right now that's not currently being used for a blanket. So I'm just going to walk over here, and I'm going to quickly go here because I don't want you to see that closet, and bring the camera here and show you this. That's actually, the bottom bucket is my personal yarn stash, and the sack right there is just Granny Squares. This weekend, I took the time to actually, I'm just going to get this aimed right again. I took the time to actually sort them by color and put them into baggies by color or related colors, like, because some of the purples were different colors. So I put all the purple together, and gray, black, red, and multicolor black and gray I put in one bag to put in a blanket later. But I think that's going to help me quickly grab a few and use them to start a blanket. I did start another blanket this weekend, and I have that here in my trusty Ron Weasley bag, which I have thanks to lovely Hard Hat Cat in Australia. And I'm still in the process of joining the squares into strips, so I think I have to do two or three more strips, and then I'll start joining the strips together. So I will just pull up one strip, if I can get down to where the strips are. I will pull out one strip just to show you what colors I'm using. So this one is going to be, it's all kind of earthy tones. This one's going to be aimed more for the boys. So there's that. And there's that. That's it. I haven't worked any on the 6-inch paper piecing vintage for January, and I haven't started February. I am not allowing myself to do February until the Get Well quilt is finished. I guess that's it. I'm looking forward to watching all of your videos. I hope we continue having lots of activity. It's been really fun watching all your videos, and I will see you next week. Bye! I almost forgot. Right now, the radio stations where I work are holding a radiothon for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, where no family has to pay for treatment for their child, or for anything, for food, for lodging, any of it. It's an awesome place, and I got to visit it in October. It's just amazing. It doesn't look like a hospital when you're there. It doesn't smell like a hospital. It doesn't feel like a hospital. It's a really amazing place, and I'm going to start crying if I keep talking about it. But anyway, it's an awesome place. I hope anyone who isn't already supporting St. Jude thinks about supporting St. Jude. We're holding a radiothon, and I'm not going to list the phone number here because it'll be ending at midnight tonight, I think. But if you go to coyote1025.com, that's COYOTE 1025.com, and click on one of the St. Jude banners, it will take you directly to where you can make a donation, either a one-time donation or become a partner in hope. So join me in supporting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Bye!